Okay, so my name is Melissa. Yay, there's Leslie. We can see you. Can you hear us, Leslie? We're getting there. Maybe we're getting there.
I'm trying to send screenshots and everything to her so she can figure it out, because it takes a minute, because you saw I have trouble and I've done this 100 times already.
Yes, definitely. That's why I told Megan, take your time, get used to it, figure it out. It's new. But the next time y'all get on a Zoom call with us, you will have it down.
No, because I still have trouble.
That's true. It's easy for me just because I started and it goes.
Yeah, I think there's an option you can select it to not mute everyone.
Oh, I'll explore that.
Yeah, I think it has an option where you've got it set to mute everyone when they log in.
Okay, I'll definitely look into that. But just to introduce myself, I am Melissa. I am, I guess, kind of the head of the team. Shakers and Bakers is my organization, and Renee here is one of our lovely directors on the team. You're going to see a lot of her. She's very vocal and driven, and so I'm glad that you're on the call today, Renee, so you can help us out here. But Shakers and Bakers, just so you know, I like to start off with giving you a little bit of a rundown of the groups, because I know that it can be overwhelming being added to groups. So Shakers and Bakers is my organization's page. That is your organization's page. That's where I will post competitions, I'll post news, and you will also be involved. If you have questions that you need answered, and maybe you message your director or the person that shared this opportunity with you and they're not getting back to you, you're more than welcome to post the question in that group, and somebody is always on there and they're going to answer that question for you very quickly. Another thing that we do on that group page is a hashtag shake and bake is what it is. And if you're not a hashtag user, neither was I until this. Those are my first ones. So what that basically means is that anytime there's good things going on in your business, whether it's the fact that you booked a party, you have someone join our team, you had a great party, a happy host, whatever the case may be that you're excited about, you post it on our team page and do hashtag shake and bake. And I do a competition for a hashtag shake and bake winner every month. And if there's a lot of activity, then I'll do 2 winners or more for that month. So definitely share what's going on in your business with us. We like to see it. Plus, it's a motivator for other people. If they see that you're having success, then they're going to know that they can as well. And same thing goes for y'all. When you see how much success other people are having, you're going to want the same, and then you're going to have those results. The Team PC Hotshots, that is Melody Harper's organization's page. She is our executive director, which means she's our upline director. I'm on her first generation team. So her team page is the same thing. She posts competitions, she posts news, whatever needs to be shown or said, she does. Now, if you're overwhelmed with groups and trying to get everything organized in your group chats, I would say you don't necessarily have to pay attention to the Hotshots page at first, because if she post an announcement or something important, I always post it in the Shakers and Bakers, so that you're just know you're not going to miss out on anything, okay, if you're feeling overwhelmed with all the different things that you've been added to. So just want to let you know about those 2 groups. Go in the file section of those groups. There's a lot of different things in the files. There's a lot of photos for you to use if you look at the photos, the albums, and it's just resources for you in both groups. So if you want to know what to send in a host packet, which we'll talk about in call number 2, your training call 2, that's also in the file section of both of those groups. So there's a lot of useful information there. Okay, what we're going to start off with, though, is kind of getting to know you a little bit better first. So, Crystal, since you're on my team, we'll start with you. Crystal, I just want to know why you decided to become a consultant.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, I've been thinking for the last few months about doing something to try and supplement our income. My husband changed jobs and he gets paid by percent, not by hour. And so we never know from month to month what he's making. And so I've been thinking about it. And when you were doing this party, you know, I was talking to my husband about it, and he pulled out all of the Pampered Chef that I have. And he's like, babe, it's a sign. And I was like, yeah, whatever. He said, no, seriously, do it. And so I just figured, you know, might as well dip my toe in and see what I could do.
That's awesome. I know when you said your husband was cheering you on, I was like, yes, I love that, because having that spousal support is so important. And like Renee, she has that hands down. And it's so funny because her husband will give her a hard time, but we know he loves her and supports her in this business. So that is truly important to have. So yeah, I was like, yay, as soon as I read that. So that's awesome. And of course, this definitely can be what you need as far as that supplementing your income. You can get that out of this business. And that's our job, to help you figure out how to do it and to be successful with it. So I'm excited about that for you. Excellent. Megan, why did you decide to join us?
Oh, it's a combination of a few different things. Like, I hosted a party a couple weeks back, and my total sales was over $600.
It's awesome.
And I was like, and that I didn't even hit like a lot of people. So I thought I'd just give it a shot, honestly. I mean, the kit was cheap enough, and I saw how excited my son was, who's 7, who really wants to start cooking more, and he got into like the pizza stone and stuff like that. And then once I received everything, my husband really got into it.
Awesome.
So he really likes to cook and everything, so it was just something different as a family we could start doing, because he's a disabled veteran. So we're on a monthly income, and it doesn't change, but I like to have a little extra cash here and there. So I thought this would also help besides my personal business that I do.
That's awesome. I love that. And the thing with your saying about a fixed income, whenever I used to be a teacher and a coach, and whenever I did that, I thought to myself, I don't understand. Bills keep piling up. I have student loans. If y'all knew how much I paid every month in student loans, you'd probably go crazy. And just thinking, okay, this is what my income is. How am I ever going to get ahead? How am I ever going to, live like I want to live and not paycheck to paycheck? I don't understand. And for a couple of years, I thought about that. I'm just like, what do people do? Like, how can you get extra money? Do I get a night shift job? What should happen? And this is, I did kind of know about direct sales, but I was never successful in it. So you can definitely get that. And I love what you said about bringing your family together. I don't know. You can't read that thing yet. I was going to show you that on my wall. But our mission statement is enriching lives one memory, one meal at a time. We're about bringing families together at the dinner table and teaching young ones. And so the fact that you're bringing your son into this, that's excellent. And y'all are going to have fun doing this as a family. So it's awesome. Leslie, last but not least, why did you decide to join us? Oh, wait, you're on mute. Let me see. Okay, I unmuted you. Go ahead.
Okay. I am planning on retiring in a few years, and so I wanted to do something that would supplement that. And when I had the party with Renee and I was part of some other parties that were virtual parties, and I just thought it was fun. So I thought this would be great.
Awesome. Yes. It's definitely going to supplement your income, and it is a lot of fun. The cool thing is wait, Renee, you're on mute. Say that again. Wait, you're still on mute. There you go.
Okay, she forgot to mention she used to be a consultant.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Over 10 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I was like you. I didn't do any good at that. So I thought virtual would be a whole lot easier.
Most definitely. Most definitely. That's awesome. I love that you used to be a consultant because you have knowledge, and then now you just kind of have to learn this virtual aspect of it. And, while you're still working, you can definitely be able to run this business while doing your job as well. So that's the cool thing about it. So I'm excited to have all of you on this team with us. Renee, why don't you tell us your why?
Oh, because I wanted all the products. That's why.
She is all about the products. So I know Crystal and Leslie all said you love the products. And that was her why for sure. And a little extra money to have fun, right, Renee?
Yes. And then that all changed.
Wait, why did it change?
Well, our homeowner's insurance jacked up our mortgage, and our mortgage increased $400.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
So
So if I wouldn't have had Pampered Chef, we might be homeless.
See, we really do change lives.
Yeah.
I forgot it. I don't know why I forgot about that. I forgot that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Every month.
Yeah. Well, just so y'all know a little bit about my why, the cool thing about your why is that you're going to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish to get to your why. And then it's going to change. So my why has changed a few times. It first started off, I was meeting with bankruptcy lawyers because I had stopped teaching and I went to a different career and it wasn't working at all. And so I was meeting with those bankruptcy attorneys. I had gotten engaged and was like, there's no way I can plan for a wedding if I can't pay my bills or my car payment. So I decided Pampered Chef literally fell in my lap, never owned a product, never owned, been to a party, nothing. And I was a guest in a party like Crystal, like you were, and just felt that it was a God thing and that I needed to do it. So I did it. Paid for a beautiful wedding, and then now it's half of my income, so my why changed to it taking over my full income, and now we're going to have a baby soon, so now it's going to be a baby fund on top of all of that. Yay! So you will see, I know, I'm so excited. So you will see your why continually change, and that's so exciting because that means you're accomplishing your goals. So set your goals high and you will achieve them. So what we're going to kind of get to first, I have failed and I have not sent this out to Crystal, but I'm wondering if y'all received it's an Evernote, a document called Welcome New Consultants. Did either one of y'all get that?
I tagged Leslie's in the one that's posted on Hot Shots.
Okay, I will send it out personally. That way you can go through it, and it has videos to help you get set up. Just get set up on your website to learn how to do your direct deposit, to learn how to do your order payment account. You'll learn how to set up a new party. Just everything you need to know. There's videos that will walk you step by step through those things so that you can reference back to them whenever you need it. So it's a very, very good document for you to have, and I would, I'll send it to you on Facebook, and then I would save it when you click on it. If you click in that top right-hand corner, there's 3 little dots, and you can hit Save Link, and that way you always have access to it. And I will send that out to you. But the next thing that we kind of want to talk about is, before I forget, once we're done, I need all of you to send me your email addresses so that I can send you some documents for you to have, okay? So once we're done with this call, Renee, remind me to remind them if I forget.
Wrote it down.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to flip my screen over and I'm going to show you PC University. Has anybody been to PC University yet?
Yes.
Okay, yes. I'm going to show you real quick, and let me just get it pulled up here before I flip my screen. Seven. I am not doing too hot with, y'all don't know any better, but they just changed our entire website.
Yes.
And it's driving me nuts because I cannot find anything. Yes, I am not tech savvy, y'all, and the fact that they changed it up on me, whew, it is dry. I've spent so many hours on it because I can't figure it out. So let's go to full site because this is what I'm used to.
Yes.
So click on full site when you log in, and right here, PC University. This is going to be your school for learning different things. So it's going to help you out whenever you have a question, just the training in general. So you're going to click on New Consultant, Start Here. And you're going to get started. This is Doris Christopher. She is our founder of Pampered Chef. And this is Tracy Britt-Cool. She's our CEO and has really turned Pampered Chef's business around in the past 4 or 5 years. It's amazing to see what she's done. I've gotten the pleasure to meet both of them in person and hug them and love on them. And it's just so exciting, you know, to see them. And because, and it's exciting too that women run our corporation, so that's really cool. And it's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, so that's even better. So you'll get started here, and then you'll go through your different steps. What to do in your first 24, 48, 72 hours, first week when your kid arrives, and after your first party. Now, obviously, we're past the 24, 48, and 72 hours. It doesn't matter. This is just a way to keep you on track and steps to do what you need to be doing to help you be successful at first. Your getting started checklist, if you click on that, I printed this off. Again, this will tell you what to do. And I literally did check it off just so I knew that I was on track, because I started this out of the blue, didn't know anything really about Pampered Chef. So I felt like I needed to do the background in order to get to be successful. So I made sure I was on track. Now, does everyone necessarily do this that is successful? No. But like I said, it helped me, so I highly encourage it. And then you'll go through and just watch these videos. Your first one is going to be on booking. So this is your homework before our next call, is that you're going to click on this booking tab and you're going to watch this quick 3-minute video. And then you're going to go through this coaching and lessons for booking your parties. All of this is what you will read through. I would say maybe it's going to take 30 minutes of your time. So figure out at some time when you have 30 to 45 minutes and go through this course. Okay, so booking course is going to be done before our next call. Okay, so that is your first set of homework from me. The second thing that we're going to do, let me see if I can pull it up on here so you can see it. Yes, we're going to talk about your launch list. So this is going to be your launch list. How many of you have bookings already on your calendar? Okay, Megan, you do? Excellent. So we'll talk about that in a second. What we want you to do is, because as new consultants, you have a new consultant reward program for your first 90 days with the company. And it's an amazing program where you earn your new consultant special, which is your 50% given back to you that you spend on your kit. And for every $12.50 in sales that you submit, so $1,250, you get $100 in PC bucks on top of your paycheck. Okay, so that's about a $250 paycheck and $100 in Pampered Chef bucks to spend on whatever you want. And that is every time you submit $12.50 in sales in the first 90 days. So you can do it as many times as you want. I don't remember how many PC bucks I earned. Renee, do you remember how many you earned? $500?
Yes.
Excellent. So she earned $500 in Pampered Chef bucks. And what's amazing on top of that is in your 4th month, so after you spent your 3 months accumulating all of those, in your 4th month is your kit enhancement month. So you get 40% off of everything. So you get 40% off, and then if you're Renee, you get to apply your $500. So you are getting, I don't even know how much product that is, for basically free. I mean, it could be $1,000, $2,000 worth of product for free, y'all. So I know most of y'all signed on to supplement income, but can you imagine that much product for free? Because it's amazing.
It's like Christmas.
Yes. And the best thing about it too, on top of that, if you sign someone to, if you share this opportunity with someone and they hit their first $12.50 in sales, you get 100 PC bucks for them too. So I always say, you know, invest in the buddy system. If you have someone, a sister, a cousin, a best friend that loves to cook, loves the kitchen, maybe is thinking about retiring too and needs to supplement income, you know, maybe their mortgage was raised and they don't know how they're making ends meet, or, you know, whatever it may be, maybe even saving for a fancy vacation. If you know someone, get them to join your team today or tomorrow, since it's getting late, because having someone by your side is going to make you that much more successful. And I wholeheartedly believe that. And I believe it because it happened for me. It happened for Renee. It happened for my twin sister. We all became very close. Whenever I signed up to be a consultant, my spouse's best friend signed up with me. Renee signed up very quickly. My twin sister signed up very quickly after that, all within about a month's time. And we all just kind of went together like glue. We motivated each other. We strived hard. And out of those 5 consultants that signed up with me immediately, 4 of us became directors, which means we're making a good income. So if you have someone helping you and motivating you that you talk to daily or, you know, weekly, get them to sign up with you, because it's going to help you and it's going to help them achieve your goals in this business. So please, please, please do that. I highly encourage it. So I don't even know where I was. Oh, earning PC bucks. So you get all of that on top of your paycheck. It's amazing, this new consultant rewards that you get. And on top of that, let's say, you know, because some of you want to supplement your income, you can get even more income. And I don't want to confuse you, so take a little bit of notes if you can. What we have is called Fast Track Director. And what Fast Track Director means is that you become a director in your first 90 days with the company. And this is what it means to become a director. It means that you have 5 consultants on your team, and all 6 of you combined sell $5,000. So it doesn't mean that you personally have to recruit all those 5 people, but let's say, Leslie, you recruit your best friend, and your best friend recruits her best friend. and then you recruit a second one, and she recruits a second person, or her best friend. So you're not necessarily directly recruiting these 5 people. People on your team can be recruiting them as well. As long as you have 5 people on your team and you sell $5,000 in sales, 750 of that has to come from you personally.
Okay.
Then you become a director. Becoming a director in your first 90 days gets you these things. $500 bonus on your paycheck. And it gets you the entire spring line for free.
Wow.
The entire spring line. And of that, we got a multi-pot and steamer, $300 product. Stainless steel pan, $200 product. Another pot, $150. Quick maker, $55. So, I mean, probably $1,000 worth of product for free. You can get that too. On top of your, whatever you're going to get with your Pampered Chef bucks that you earn. You guys, I don't know if I can stress enough how important these 90 days are to you because of how much you can earn in free product, how much money you can earn in your first 90 days. And of course, it will just keep going on. If you're a director, you're going to make a higher income, a higher percentage, automatically. So that you can earn $500 if you become a director in your first 90 days bonus. If you maintain it for another 3 months, maintain your directorship title for another 3 months, you can get another $500 bonus. So in your first 6 months with the company, you're already at $1,000 bonus on top of your paychecks that you're earning. If you promote somebody, so let's say Megan, you signed your best friend on, you become a director, and then she gets 5 people on her team in her first 90 days, and she becomes a director, you're going to get $1,000 bonus. So that's in your first 9 months, you can get $2,000 cash bonus on your paycheck on top of what you're earning, okay? We have had 7 directors on our team. Out of those 7 directors, 5 of them, 4 fast-tracked and earned all this money. 3 took their time, and whenever God said it's time for you to be a director, they became a director. So it doesn't mean you necessarily have to, but if you want that extra cash, which who doesn't, I highly encourage you again to get your friends and buddies on your team because it's going to be a great motivator for you. You have someone cheering you on in your corner, okay? If you have questions about that, let me know and I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. So let's get to the first part of this training. I say that like we have a lot to go. We don't. We're almost done, just so you know. I can see like eyes widening, like what? So we are going to talk about your launch list again, what's on the screen here. So your launch list is going to be, your goal is 4 parties in 4 different social circles in your first 4 weeks. And I'm going to cut that down even more. 4 parties, 4 social circles in your first 2 weeks, okay? Your goal is to have 4 to 6 parties in your first 30 days with the company. That is because it's going to get you off to the best start. You're going to earn your money back from your consultant kit, and you're going to earn free product, okay? So we want you to have a strong start with the company so you see the success of why you joined us in the first place. We want that for you early on. So how you're going to do this, and it may be a little bit different for those that haven't had, that you haven't hosted your own party like Crystal. We're going to get you, Crystal, to do your your business launch party on April 8th. So write that down in your calendar. You're going to do a launch party, and then you will book parties off of that. And you can even book parties now. So what your second piece of your homework is going to be is your launch list. And this is one of the things that I'm going to email you. If you have a printer, print it off and fill it out. If you don't, then you can just look at it and write it down on a piece of paper. So these are the social circles that I was talking about. You have your friends, neighbors if you know your neighbors. I just met my neighbors for the first time in my entire life. Oh, I just moved, so it's not like I've been living next to them. But I've never made a point to meet my neighbors before. But I did this time. Well, one, because we had a refrigerator. I needed people to help me bring it in the house. So I knocked on door to the right and door to the left, and they came and moved our refrigerator in for us. So if you don't know your neighbors, then that's fine. But what I will tell you when you're filling this out, because the point is to get 40 names. You may not think you know that many people, but I promise you do. If you don't know people in a category, like for instance, if you were me my first 29 years of my life, you may not know your neighbors. And so instead of filling out those 4 spots under neighbors, you're going to add spots to a different part of your social circles. So don't eliminate them. Make them up somewhere else, okay? Relatives, co-workers, if you work. If you don't work, then maybe your spouse does, and your spouse's co-workers if you know them. Okay? Holiday greeting card list. Digital contacts, people you know on Facebook, but maybe they're not in your phone book. Community connections, doctors, church members, your pastor, whoever it may be. Phone favorites. You know, these are going to be your best friends that you talk to constantly. Your friends' parents. Your favorite foodies. If you go and have to try a local restaurant with somebody, who you call. So this is just an idea. If you don't like those categories and you're like, well, I don't know my friends' parents. I'm just going to get my friends to book parties. Scratch it out, add a new category of people that you know. Okay, I know we can probably all make our relative list pretty long. Most of us can, at least. So these are, you're going to, and it's okay if you don't know their email or email address, or you just know their email and not their phone number, whatever the case may be, you're going to fill this out. Then your second step after you fill this out is going to be to number them, or not number them, but categorize them from most likely to have a party to least likely to have a party. So when you're making this list up, it's not like, oh no, they're not going to have a party for me. They don't even know how to use technology. I'm not going to put their, it's not, that's not it. You're putting people down that you know in these categories, okay? They may want to help you out so much they're going to learn how to use technology. You never know. Or you can mail them some catalogs and have them do a catalog party. So whatever it may be, you're just filling this out first. Second, you're labeling most likely to least likely to have a party. Then after you've done that, you are going to reach out to them and ask them to have a party. It's as easy as that. Out of these 40 people, a third of them should say yes. So keep that in mind. A third should say yes. So what that means is you're going to get a lot of no's, and you're going to get a lot of not right now. And that's okay. And the faster you learn that, the better off you're going to be in this business. You're going to hear no's, and you have to get through the no's to get to the yes. You have to get through those failures to get to the success. You can't take it to heart. Maybe they have something going on right now. Maybe they don't cook. Maybe I don't cook either, by the way. But I have a kitchen full of Pampered Chef products. I'm learning. So you never know what the reason may be. Or if they say not right now, we'll put them on your calendar in a few months and ask again, okay? I've had to ask someone probably 6 times before they hosted a party, so you never give up on them unless they flat out just say, no, I don't want to do that. So again, you're going to hear no a lot, and that's okay. Don't let it discourage you. You keep on moving on to the next person. And then when we've gone through all these people, you'll go to, you'll create another 40 list, but you probably won't get to that point. A third of these people are going to say yes to you. So then you're going to schedule them, and you are going to report to me when you get, or you can do a hashtag shake and bake on the page and tell us the name and the date of your party. Now, your director is going to help you run your first parties, your first set of parties for you. That way you can learn what to do. You watch them, you participate, you give away raffle tickets, you answer questions, and you don't have to know everything there is to know. There is a Pampered Chef app that you can download on your phone. When someone asks me the dimensions of something, I don't know that. When they ask me how much something costs, I don't know. If they ask me if it's made out of ceramic, I don't know. I go to my Pampered Chef app, I do browse products, and I type in that product, and I get a screenshot, or I read, okay, that is made out of ceramic. It's clay coated in ceramic, and then I respond to them. You don't have to know everything about these products because you have that handy dandy app that's going to tell you, or you can ask a question on the page and we'll answer it for you. Okay, so don't get caught up in needing to know the knowledge of the products and the business. You don't need to know. So my point being is your director's going to run your first parties for you. That way you can learn how to run parties. That's all you need to learn is how to run parties. So pay attention, be active, and then you're going to run your next set of parties. So when you are reaching out to these people and you're booking parties, you need to know what days your director runs their parties so you can schedule your parties the same day. So once they say, yeah, I'll have a party for you, Crystal, no problem. Your follow-up is going to be great. I have April 8th or April 23rd. Which one of those dates would you like? So Crystal, I run my parties on the 8th and 23rd of every month. That way you know, so you can schedule your parties that day. If you need to do the 15th of the month, I'm okay with that. I'm not opposed to that, but don't schedule parties for the 15th of this month because I will be with Renee and a few other of our directors in Amelia Island. So I will not be running parties then. So I'm super excited. That's another awesome thing about this this company is that we are going on a free vacation to Amelia Island 100% on Pampered Chef. They pay
16 days. 16 days.
We have been counting down. Sorry, my dog got scared. Stop. That's just Jessica.
Are they shopping for the grocery store?
Yes.
Are they done yet?
No, not yet. She said she was shopping 10 minutes ago. Okay, sorry, we're getting our groceries delivered. I know it's late. So you can earn a free vacation, and next year we're going to Hawaii. How amazing is that? So you can earn a free trip to Hawaii. Absolutely amazing. So definitely we'll figure out how you can get that done and accomplish that so you can have that. So that's, you know, another great thing about this company. They pay for your hotel, they pay for your flight. And my other company I work for, when you earn the free vacations for them, you have to pay for your flights. So that's kind of a huge downfall. You don't have to do that with Pampered Chef. So very exciting. I don't even know what I was talking about.
Is this the app?
Yes.
Yes.
That's it. So you need to ask your director when you are booking what days they do parties. Like Renee, you start parties on Tuesdays?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Free
So
parties
then,
Sunday and Monday.
okay, yes. So then you know if you're Leslie, Renee's your director, so your dates are Tuesdays. So you'll just look up the next 3 Tuesdays and schedule parties for those dates. So, and Megan, who?
Ashley.
Ashley, okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I always forget. I asked them to.
The party that I was hosted in, it was Monday through Friday.
Okay, so she starts on Mondays.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if not, it's Sunday. But we've already talked about, I have an online party and I have a cooking show party. And then off that cooking show party, I have another lady who's booking for May.
Awesome. Okay, good.
Good
Is
job.
anybody else interested in doing cooking shows?
Not now.
Okay. You don't have to. 95% of our team is virtual. I'm 99% virtual. But cooking shows, if you have an opportunity to do it, I would do it. Megan, if you need help with it, let me know. Just message me. Cooking shows are a lot of fun if you want to do them. If you don't have to. I know a lot of people who do not want to do them.
I'm only doing it because I know the person and I'm
Yeah.
comfortable.
Completely understand that. So that's your homework. Your homework 1 is to do that PC University booking coach and to go over that welcome new consultant page that I'm going to send you. And then the third thing is to go to create your launch list and start asking people to host parties. You remember your goal is 6 parties in the next 30 days. Okay, 6 parties in the next 30 days. You'll let me know because I keep a cool little tracker on you. Oh, let me go back to me. Oops. Stop share. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's a new consultant show tracker. So if you will send me, when you book a party, your host and the date, that would be great, so I can just keep track and make sure that we are helping you in every way possible. So our next call is going to be on Thursday.
What time?
Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Perfect. Basketball
Central Standard Time. Okay, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. That call is a lot shorter than this call.
I might not be able to make it because Thursday is my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. That's
I'm going to be
exciting.
40. I'm so excited.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to be recording it, so you'll be able to listen to the playback.
Okay.
But hopefully everyone else can be on it because I don't want to talk to myself. So, so Thursday at 8 o'clock, we'll do our second call. I will ask you how many parties you booked. So you don't have to tell me your parties and dates right now because I'm going to get that information from you on Thursday. Okay, if you're not going to be on the call on Thursday, then message it to me. And then that's going to be all about host coaching. So you've gotten parties booked, and now we're going to talk about what to do with them for, from then on out. How to talk to your host, what you need to send to your host, how important their involvement is, and things like that. Just things that you can do to have a successful party as a new consultant. Things that I wish I knew whenever I first started. Okay. So we will discuss that. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter call, maybe 20 minutes. So we'll finish about this time now and we'll start 30 minutes later. So about a 20 to 30 minute call over that. Do y'all have any questions for me as of right now?
I just have one on the home party.
Okay, let's go Megan first, since you're in my top corner.
Okay. If you do not have the item that you need for your home party, what do you do? Do you supplement with something else?
It depends on what item you need. What item do you need? Do you know?
It's gonna be the crap. That's not the juicer, but it's the squeeze.
You can use the juicer.
Do you have the juicer? Okay,
yeah, it came in my kit. Yeah.
Use
Yeah,
the juicer.
Use the juicer.
Good.
Can you use that grill stone? Can you use a regular pizza stone?
What are you cooking?
It's the fajitas and margaritas one. It would be the Tostito chip with the stuff on it.
I've never made that.
Me either.
I do fajitas and margaritas is my favorite recipe to do at parties, but I've never made those chips before.
Well, you put the chips on the grill stone and then you put your toppings on it and then put it on the grill, but we would be doing it in the oven.
I would just practice with your stone before, and if you can do that if it comes out good, then I would use your stone. If not, I would eliminate that from the recipes.
Okay, and can we come up with a different recipe that's not in the on the website and still use our Pampered Chef stuff?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And you'll find, we'll talk about it later. I'll send you questions about that if you're doing station style and demo, and you'll really find that just cooking the fajitas is a lot to do, and you probably won't need to supplement it with anything else, but you can if you want to. So I'll message you about that.
Okay.
Okay. Leslie, go ahead.
My question was, on the virtual parties, on the games, one of my hosts asked me if they could play the games. They can play, right? They just can't win.
Every person does it differently. I know consultants where a host can absolutely not play. I do it where they can play and they win. So It's completely up to you. Or sometimes I know some consultants do it. If the host guessed the correct number, then they'll just move that correct number up a number, and that way somebody else can win. So if it's 7:30, they'll make it 7:31. And
but what about but could they actually win the prize at the end of the show?
No, and let me tell you all about the prizes. Okay.
Okay.
This is going to blow your mind of what I do. Now, you don't have to do this, but I do not keep up with raffle tickets.
I do not either.
That is way too much work for you. And like with me on the 23rd of this month, I'm running 10 parties at once. There's no way I would be able to keep up with those raffle tickets. So what I do is at the end of the party, and I always tell them, yeah, I'm keeping track. You don't need to keep track. I've got it. At the end of the party, whoever participated, the most, who was a great energy to the party, and you felt like they really deserved to win, I choose them. They're the winners. Now, it doesn't mean they don't have to order to win, but I like it when they order because I can just add their $1 or $2 price to their order. Okay. Sometimes if the host doesn't use all of their 50% off items because they don't want to spend that much money, I will look for someone. I'll have like my top 3 that deserve to win, and I'll look for whichever one of those 3 shipped to the host, and I'll use the host's 50% off, and I pay 50 cents instead of $1 for their price. Or I'll give them a $4 price, so I only pay $2. So I'll use the host's other 50% off that they don't use. So then I pick someone who's active and ship to the host. So those are just little secrets that I do.
I do the same.
Yes. So I highly encourage that. There's some people that maybe are more moral and ethical and actually want to give it to the person who, you can download this app called Riffle Raffle on your phone, and it's a raffle ticket thing. So if you want to do it kind of a more moral way without keeping track, is that everyone that's earned a ticket, so those that have played the games, you can just put their name in that and do a raffle, and they all have one ticket. Do the raffle, and whoever wins. So you can do it that way too. But definitely do not stress yourself out by keeping up with those. Excellent question. Excellent. Crystal, go ahead. Did you have a question?
Yeah, you said that my launch party is going to be April the 8th, and I had a minor heart attack. Like, you're going to give me all of the information, and like you and I are
girl, I'm going to run it for you.
Okay.
I got you. I'm gonna run it for you. That way you can see how it's done. So what it's gonna be, instead of, because like Debbie wanted you to host a party for me, so instead of you just being my host, you're gonna be your own host. But I'm gonna run the party as if I'm your consultant. So you're gonna get the host rewards from it, and you're gonna get paid as the consultant. So I'm just going to run it for you so you can see how it's done, and then you are going to run your parties after that with my help, of course.
Okay.
Thank
you.
So yes, you don't have to know anything going into it. You're going to learn it as we go. Okay. And that's for all of you. So don't stress out about your first parties. If you can book a party next Tuesday, because that's when your parties or your director's parties start, do it. It's Monday night. Get on the phone. Book a party for tomorrow. Do it. Okay? I highly encourage it. like, because you're not going to get thrown in. You're going to do hands-on learning, and your director's there to help you, your first round of parties. So another thing I wanted to tell you real quick, this is going to be the last piece of advice before we get off the phone. When you're running your parties, and I would do, so like Renee, she clearly has 4 dates if she's doing Tuesdays. I would start off with 2 parties each date. Crystal, for you, because I only run parties twice a month, add the 15 in there, the 15th of the month.
Okay.
And that way you can do, 2 parties each date, or 3 parties, whatever you're comfortable with. But when you're running these parties, you're going to find that you're going to get a lot of notifications. There are some times when I don't check my phone and I come back and I have 150 notifications. And that's because, you're running a lot of parties at a time. A lot of people like posts and you get those notifications. So if you look at your phone, you may feel like you need to check those notifications. I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. Do not let this consume your life. Do not let it consume your day. Because if you do that, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to throw your hands up in the air if you think that you have to stay on your phone constantly. You don't. And it's very easy to think that when you're new to the business. So this is my suggestion to you. And when I tell people I spend 25 minutes to maybe 30 minutes a day on my party, they don't understand that. So what I do is when I wake up in the morning, I check my notifications. Then maybe if I'm bored, I'll check them again around, 10 o'clock. I'll check them again around 2 o'clock, then around dinner time, and then before I go to bed. So 5 times a day for 5 minutes each of those times. That's 25 minutes a day. You don't need to check them throughout the day, because if you do that, then the participants in the party are going to expect an answer immediately because you've been answering immediately. So then you're going to feel like they're putting pressure on you. If they know, hey, she'll get back to me in a few hours or 4 hours, they're going to get used to that and they're going to be fine with it. Your parties are fine, I promise. So like I said, midday, I'll check it. If they need a hint on the game that we're playing, I'll drop a hint. Your goal is to do 5 times a day, sometimes even 3 or 4 times, depending on how busy your day is. I know Renee messages all the time. I am so busy at work, I can't even look up. I can't think about anything. If that's you, because that's definitely not me. I don't really do anything. But if that's you and you're like her, where she has deadlines to meet and things to do, checking it 3 to 4 times, 5 minutes, is perfectly okay. You're not going to be less successful for that. So please know that and take it to heart that you don't have to be stressed out over this, and you don't have to pay attention constantly every day that you have a party going on. You should spend no more than 25 minutes a day on your parties unless you want to. I know I like to because I get bored, but you don't have to. Sometimes my sister is a teacher and a coach, and she will check her parties at maybe 9 o'clock and then not check in the morning and then not check them again till like 4 o'clock. It's okay. That's one thing I do want you to know, because we've had people in the past overwhelmed because they're not used to getting those notifications and they think they have to check them when they get it. So that is my last word of wisdom for the night. I loved meeting all of y'all. This is going to be great. I can't wait for you to get started, and we will talk again on Thursday. If you have questions, let me know. Don't forget to message me your email address, and I'll get this information sent out to y'all. Okay? All right. Bye, guys. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.